Hello, lovely people. Let's be honest. Nowadays, the last thing we say to ourselves as we leave the house is phone, wallet, keys, and mask. And that's exactly what this local Californian made sure she had as soon as she walked out the door for the day. Before we move on, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and activate the notifications bell for new amazing videos. It was a lovely December day in the Bay Area of California when 80-year-old Evelyn Topper decided to spend some safe social distancing time with her granddaughter. But before seeing her beloved granddaughter, she had one stop to make first. With the dire times of quarantine, it can be a bit tricky to keep things exciting and fresh when you're social distancing from your friends and family. With the holiday season right around the corner, Evelyn decided to spice things up and meet her granddaughter outside. She wanted to treat her to some delicious hot beverage. And so, on her way to spend some time together with her granddaughter, she drove over to her local coffee shop in San Rafael, Camson Coffee, and ordered herself a decaf chai latte and a bubble tea for her granddaughter, Michaela. After paying for her hot beverages, Evelyn tossed her wallet in her inner vest pocket and continued on talking to the barista. Once her drinks were ready, she grabbed them and continued on with her exciting family day. However, by the time the sweet elderly woman got home, her wallet wasn't there anymore. Instantly, what seemed to be an exciting and refreshing adventure out into the real world secretly turned out to be more like the calm before the storm. Evelyn tried to stay calm as she looked around for her wallet, but she found it hard to settle down seeing as she lost so much more than just a wallet. For her wallet contained all of her valuables inside of it. Not only did she start to freak out about losing her wallet, she was also confused about where it even went. Clearly, she had the wallet with her when she left the house because she was able to pay for her order at the coffee shop, and she remembered putting it in her pocket afterward. So what could have happened to it? Evelyn's first thought was to call the coffee shop and see if perhaps they had it in their lost and found. But alas, they hadn't seen it. So the wallet must have dropped somewhere between there and getting back home. So her next step was to search her car. I tore apart my car and my house. I knew it must have dropped somewhere in the parking lot, Evelyn further explained to the Washington Post. The next day, Evelyn was disheartened and was ready to give up the hunt. But right before she was about to end the search game once and for all, a random number appeared on her phone's screen. It's always a bit scary when you get an unknown number calling you. Is it going to be a telemarketer, a prank caller, perhaps just a random friend or relative with a new phone number? Well, the good way to answer those questions is just to answer. And that's what Evelyn did. As soon as she answered, a man with a deep voice mysteriously asked, "Is this Evelyn Topper?" As the man continued talking, he quickly explained that he had reached out to her since he had found the lost wallet inside of a dumpster, and it seemed to have been hers. I started screaming. I couldn't believe it, Evelyn shared with the Washington Post. But what was this man even doing around the dumpsters behind a coffee shop in the first place? It turns out that the man who had found her wallet was a 57-year-old construction worker named Sean Curry. During the dire times of the pandemic, it was tricky for him to find work, and he had done some minor handyman repairs and jobs here and there, but for the most part, he was struggling. But the thing is, on top of his tough year, Sean actually had been homeless for the past 5 years. And the real reason he spotted the wallet was because he was doing a little bit of dumpster diving that day. When Sean found the wallet, there was no cash in it, but the credit and debit cards were still there. Without any hesitation at all, a friend of his suggested that they use the cards. As appetizing as it sounded, Sean wasn't sure what to do at first. I can't say I didn't think about it, but only for a second. Anybody in the position of being homeless and cold and tired and hungry, if they found a credit card, they're going to think about it. But whether you're going to act on it is two different things, Sean revealed to the Washington Post. So, Sean decided to reach out to Evelyn and return the wallet. But that was just the beginning of the story, though. Evelyn wasn't just excited about the beautiful act of kindness of this honest, homeless man, but the implication as that this was the first night of Hanukkah, the festival of lights and holiday of miracles. This made this mitzvah, the Hebrew word for good deed, all that much more special to her as she was Jewish. In all of this flurry of conversation with Sean, I tried to explain to him what mitzvah is. I said, "You don't know what this means to me to get this." "Yes, it's the physical thing, but it's the act itself," Evelyn happily shared with the Washington Post. The two met in a parking lot near the local shopping center where Sean spends his evening sleeping in his car. Sean happily gave the sweet 80-year-old woman her wallet, and in return she provided him with a little bit of money to help get through these tough times. Evelyn was so excited to be reunited with her wallet and called up her family to tell them the good news. Her whole family was just as excited for her and happy to hear about the good news and the act of kindness this bestowed on their grandmother. But the person that was touched and inspired by the story the most was Michaela, Evelyn's 11-year-old granddaughter. In fact, she was so touched by this honest and kind-hearted man that she decided to pay it forward in her own way. Just a couple of weeks after the wallet incident was another special family celebration, Michaela's birthday. The family had arranged a very special and cute celebration involving decorations in the front yard with a cute table and goodie bags to keep festivities positive and safe with social distancing drive-by party. On the adorably decorated birthday table, Michaela placed a picture frame with a photo of Sean on the table with a little basket for donations beside it. Instead of gifts, the soon-to-be 12-year-old teen asked her friends and family to donate to her makeshift fundraiser so that she could gift it to Sean, the family's Hanukkah hero. December 22nd came around, and Michaela was so excited that her drive-by birthday party fundraiser was such a hit. She and her mother were pumped to go visit Sean the next day and present him with the funds that they collected. "We raised $475 for him, and people are still calling and writing to us, wanting to see how else they can help," Michaela proudly told the Washington Post. She further revealed that seeing Sean smile was truly what made everything worth it. But Michaela wasn't done helping him out just yet. She and her mother decided to branch out and turn to one of the greatest developments of our time to help out with the cause: social media and the internet. The two heartwarming ladies opened up a special GoFundMe page titled "Support Sean to help himself and his community." The family decided that the funds will be focused on different goals, a short-term plan and a long-term plan. The GoFundMe page states that their short-term plan is to make sure that Sean can get placed in a temporary housing situation that keeps him safe and warm, while the long-term goal is to partner with Sean to create a sustainable row of tiny houses for the San Rafael homeless community at large, using his design and construction experience. And they set the goal to $75,000. Each day, people keep donating, and as of February 2021, they've raised over $50,000. Talk about incredible. Not just that, but it looks like there's progress with getting Sean a place to stay. He is currently on the waiting list to receive one of the 50 coveted Marion County Section 8 housing choice vouchers, which will assist him with a more permanent solution, the family wrote on the GoFundMe page. It's things like this that show us that maybe there really is a reason for everything. And this beautifully inspired story just goes to show that doing the right thing and paying it forward truly goes a long way. No matter who you are, how old you are, or where you're from, at the end of the day, we are all humans and deserve to be treated with love and respect, and there's nothing wrong with helping out a stranger. I was so touched. It was refreshing knowing that people her age wanted to help. I believe I have a good heart. Maybe if I keep doing the right thing, more people will too, and it will change the world, in a small way, for the better, Sean confessed to the Washington Post. Did you like the story? Check out our channel for more.